Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Power football with the run. There he goes. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That's caught. It's Williams. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. On the run, it's Young. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
Hunt is in the air. Makes the grab at the 10. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. They'll test the right side. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's long. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Guys, let's chat about Florida. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp, outside of the top.
Ernie on the Jets! And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Pulls it in. It's Wilson.
I like the decision by the quarterback. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. Fouls through the defense. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He might want another play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays up.
Oh, watch out! Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
What a play by the defense. With their backs against the wall in a goal line type situation, they're able to force a fumble and jump on it. That is how you change momentum in a game.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Russell. Finds his tight end. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And he fires a bullet to the tight end. He gets a paw on it, but he couldn't get it in. He couldn't put it in. What happens with tips and overthrows, defenses usually take advantage. They do here, and they get the big INT.
Using the quick game. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally, and they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. A run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ball State. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Russell. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. It's Williams. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, it's a good decision. The quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up fourth and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Racing to the right. He's at the and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. Fourth down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll try the left side. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Caught near the sticks, it's Wilson. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, going up top. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Miller with the ball. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Now, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Caught behind the line. It's Bernard. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
That had to be a coverage bust because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Oh, better look out. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Now adjusting. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. It's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard.
Looking for a deep man. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Unloads to the right. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give is to Miller. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. The sure hands, it's Miller. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Bringing out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Let's go. Ready. Let's go. Ready. On the move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Fires to the right. It's gone. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He wants to throw it again. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. At the 35, he's loose. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer. Getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Extending the play. Caught close to the marker. It's Wilson. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Hard running there. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Quarterback making adjustments. Calls his own number. The Gators get enough for the first down. And the Gators are on the move. first down here as they go back to work. They'll run it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gator! Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Flushed out of the pocket. Creates a little room. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
That's caught. It's ball. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On third down, he drops to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Lets it fly deep downfield.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
Going up top again. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Florida! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Western Kentucky is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Toppers have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UTEP. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Let's go. Break.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Trying to burn this defensive back. Got it in stride inside the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that one call. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little extra time. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive.
White 94 slider, Charlie. White 94 slider. Here we go.
On the run, it's Ball. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Lagway. pressure. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Offense gets set for second down. It's in the tight end in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. He's got it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great defenses.
Inside the 25. They'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Caught over the middle. It's ball. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Snagged in the middle. It's ball. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Complete to start this drive. Turning it on! A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. They just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense. You're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Gonna swing it on second down. That's reeled in, it's ball. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Wants to throw again. With the catch, it's Wilson. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This quarterback right now is an improve, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Gators will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, running back on the move. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. Alabama pushing the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
To the air, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Ready? Break! Taylor! Get ready!
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw. Quickly complete. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And that is is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Florida! And the beatdown has ensued. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Virginia Tech. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Russell. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Brings it in down the left side. He's running free down the middle. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bama!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They've got it to a 2-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the 3rd quarter. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Forced out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. After making 1 field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Russell. Rushes on him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Back to pass on second down. Finds the tight end. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. Used the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the score! And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown tie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Back to throw, it's Russell. And they're not on the same page there.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one.
29 filling. 2-9.
On the direct snap, it's ball. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. No good. After the missed field goal, this lead's still sitting at 13.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Looking for a huge play. He's got it inside the 30. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
It'll be interesting to see how the defense decides to play here in the 4th quarter. Obviously, they have the lead, but you know this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. Right there, though, the defense gave up 4 verts and an explosive play. They got to dial it up.
Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And you really want your quarterback in the red zone to be efficient, to be smart, not to give up points. And, man, he makes a big mistake. They capitalize on defense, return the ball all the way down the field, and now their offense has an opportunity in the red zone.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top...
And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gator! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Just going to keep it after the snap. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Dropping back, it's Russell. Grabbed over the middle, it's Edwards. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. The ball squirts free. Defense covering it up and not